So I run a faceless YouTube channel called Wi-Fi Uni for just under 2 years now. I have 23,000 subscribers and I make around $2,000 a month. And this is completely faceless. And I want to share 5 lessons that actually got me here. Not the stuff everyone says. Not post consistently and find your passion. The stuff that actually moved the needle and that I genuinely don't hear other people talking about. Please excuse this AI slop voice. I promise the value in this video is worth it. Lesson 1. Quantity over quality. I know that goes against basically everything you've ever been told about YouTube. Quality over quantity. Make every video count. Don't post unless it's perfect. And look, I'm not saying make bad videos on purpose. I'm saying that in the early stages of a channel, volume is more valuable than perfection. Here's why. When you're starting out, you don't actually know what your audience wants yet. You don't know which topics land, which thumbnails get clicked, which style of video people stick around for. And the only way to find that out is to post enough videos that the data starts telling you something. If you spend 2 weeks perfecting one video and it doesn't perform, you've learned almost nothing. If you post 10 videos in 2 weeks and 3 of them do noticeably better than the others, now you know something useful. YouTube is also just a numbers game in the early phase. More videos means more surface area for the algorithm to find you. More chances for something to click. I was posting every other day, and I genuinely think that consistency and volume is a big part of why things started moving when they did. You can refine quality once you know what's working. In the beginning, just post. Lesson 2. Stop overcomplicating your editing. This one is specifically about tutorial content, which is what Wi-Fi Uni is. And the lesson is basically that heavy editing is not only unnecessary, it can actually work against you. I see a lot of creators spending hours on B-roll, transitions, effects, making everything look really produced. And for certain types of content, that makes sense. But for tutorials, for educational content where someone is trying to learn something, all that stuff is just noise. It distracts from the actual information. The viewer is there because they want to understand something, not because they want to be entertained by your editing. And here's the thing I really believe. If you make brainrot edits, you attract a brainrot audience. The people who stick around for fast cuts and memes and constant visual stimulation are not the people who are going to watch your full 20-minute tutorial. They're not the people who are going to click your affiliate links or care about your sponsor. They're there for the entertainment, and the second it stops being entertaining, they're gone. Whereas if you make calm, clear, well-structured content, you attract people who actually want to learn. And that audience is way more valuable in basically every way. Keep it simple. Screen record, clear voiceover, maybe some text on screen. That's it. Don't waste your time on anything else until you have a real reason to. Lesson 3. Pick a niche where you know sponsors already exist before you even start. This one is probably the least talked about thing on this list, and I think it's genuinely one of the most important decisions you can make when starting a channel. Most people pick a niche based on what they're interested in or what they think will get views, which is fine. But if you also want to make real money from the channel, you should be thinking about monetization before you start, not after. What I did was look at the kind of content I wanted to make and ask whether companies were already paying creators in this space. And in the AI and online tools niche, the answer was obviously yes. Every channel I looked at had sponsors. Companies were actively looking for creators to work with. The infrastructure was already there. That matters because sponsorships are where the real money is at smaller channel sizes. AdSense at 23,000 subscribers is about $100 a month. Sponsors at 23,000 subscribers can be $1,500. That's a massive difference, and it's entirely down to being in the right niche. A niche where the audience is valuable to advertisers. So before you commit to a topic, spend an hour watching channels in that space. Are they getting sponsored? By who? Are those companies likely to pay decent rates? If the answer is yes, that's a green flag. If you're thinking about starting a channel in a niche where there are no obvious sponsors, just know that AdSense is probably all you're going to get for a long time. Lesson 4. Text style editing is underrated and saves you an enormous amount of time. B-roll is the default assumption for YouTube tutorials. You're recording your screen or talking about something, and you cut away to footage that illustrates what you're saying. And again, for some content that works. But captions and text on screen can do the same job, and in a lot of cases, they're actually more engaging. There are loads of tools now that do auto captions really well. You upload the audio, it generates the captions, you clean them up slightly and style them. That's it. The viewer is reading along as they listen, and it keeps them engaged without you having to source and edit b-roll for every point you make. It's faster to produce, it looks clean, and for a lot of viewers it's actually a better experience than cutting away to random stock footage. I switched to leaning more heavily on text and captions, and it genuinely cut my editing time significantly, which meant I could post more. Which goes back to lesson 1. Everything kind of connects. Lesson 5. Show your audience exactly what they came for within the first 30 seconds. This sounds obvious, but most people don't actually do it. They do an intro, they explain what the video is going to cover, they maybe do a little bit of their backstory, and then eventually they get to the thing. And by that point, a chunk of the audience has already left. What I do on Wi-Fi Uni is show proof immediately. If I'm making a video about a channel that makes money with AI content, I show the channel analytics in the first 30 seconds. Here's the channel, here's the view count, here's the revenue. And then I show that I can actually make this content myself. Here's me doing it. That 1-2 of proof, then demonstration is a really effective formula for tutorial content because it answers the 2 questions every viewer is asking themselves in the first minute. Is this real? And can this person actually show me how to do it? If you can answer both of those questions quickly, you'll keep people watching. And watch time is basically everything on YouTube. Don't save the good stuff for later. Put it right at the front. So those are the 5. If you have any more questions, I've started a Discord in the comments.